What's going on here?
Well, Ma's gone crazy because Pa hasn't come back from the village yet. Try and tell her to calm down. I don't know what else to say to her.
You live here? In the woods?
Well, it wasn't our choice, believe me. But it's a long story, and I don't want to hold you up. Farewell, sir.
What's going on? Do you need help?
Thanks for stopping here. My husband Mikush hasn't returned from Bilani. Me and Vendula are awfully worried about him.
Wait, I need to know a bit more. What's your name?
Svatava,
I'm Henry. And Vendula would be...
our only daughter.
And your lost husband is... Mikush?
Aye. Since we've been living in this hut, he's been going to work to Bilani.
When did you last see him?
He left a few days ago. He's never been away this long.
What job did he do in Bilani?
He's a damned good tailor. But besides that, he does odd jobs around the village. He always brings whatever he earns here. Mostly food. The little we manage to grow here isn't enough.
Why don't you look for him yourself? Bilani isn't that far.
I can't. I've injured my ankle. I can't walk that far.
What happened?
I twisted it when we were running away from the soldiers through the forest. It's better now, but it still hurts. It would take me half a day to limp to Bilani.
So why don't you send your daughter?
By herself? Are you mad? She's young, inexperienced. Something might happen to her.
Did your Mikush have any enemies you know of?
Enemies? No. He's a nice man. He never hurt a soul. Maybe he's a bit too nice. He trusts everyone. I'm worried someone might have tricked him into something.
What do you mean?
He thinks people are good deep down. I don't think that. People can be right bastards. That's why I'm so worried about him.
Why are you here? In the forest?
We had a big house in Messales. But then Sigismund's mercenaries decided to burn the village to the ground. Mikush, Vendula and me all escaped at the last moment. The others weren't so lucky. It was hell on earth. You can't imagine the terror.
I'm from Scalis. I reckon I can.
You can? I don't know. In any case, we ended up here. At least we had some roof over our heads. But now, I don't even know what'll happen next.
Why did the soldiers attack your village?
Why? Good Lord, such a question. They didn't ask us anything. The worst thing is, the village paid some mercenaries for protection. But they took off the moment they saw horses kicking up dust on the horizon. I'm glad old Svartosh, my father, didn't live to see it. His heart would have burst.
Do you want me to find him?
You'd do that for me?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find him. Where do you think I should start? In Bilani?
Aye. Ask about him in the tavern. He wears a fine embroidered hat. Everyone will remember him.
How are you getting along here?
Now, quite miserably. I hope you find my Mikush soon. We won't be able to go on without him.
I'll try and look for him.
Oh, bless you, kind soul. And good luck.
I spoke with Svatova. I'll try and find your pa.
Really? Who would have thought there are still such kind people in the world?
My name is Henry.
I'm Vendula. Do you need help with anything?
I need to know more about your father.
I don't know how to best describe him. He's a peaceful man who wouldn't even hurt a fly. Well, he's a bit fussier than other men when it comes to dressing. That's a tailor for you.
How does he get along with people?
Usually good. He got into a fight only once, in the tavern. I don't remember why. Ma gave him an earful that time.
A peaceful man doesn't fight for no reason. Try to remember what happened. It might be important. Maybe someone wanted to get revenge.
Well, when I picked Pa up at the tavern, he was sitting with some friends playing dice. He must have been doing pretty good, because I heard one fella accuse him of being a wizard.
So he might have got into a fight over a dice game?
Lower your voice. Ma doesn't know anything about it. He might have got into a fight only over the dice, but otherwise he's harmless.
So your ma doesn't know Mikush played dice?
No, and I'm begging you, don't tell her. She'd be even more worried about him.
Why did those soldiers burn down your village exactly? Over a conflict with the local lords, or something like that?
I don't know. The village belongs to the monastery, and the custodian shows up once a year at most. Mezeles is a small village. Or it was. As far as I recall, it's a place people would leave to find a better life elsewhere. Ma always reminisced about how in her father's time things were different. But that's what old folks always say.
How's life here?
How do you think? Not so good.
I understand. Being in the forest and all.
What can you do? At least we're alive. If Ma hadn't believed the news that soldiers were approaching the village, we all could have been dead, like the others. Farewell, my friend.
Bloody heck! I just got back from gathering wood in the forest. You know, by the spring where deer and boar go to drink.
I'll be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
God be with you. I take it you're a mercenary, are you?
Spot on. But you can rest easy with us. Fancy rolling some dice with us, youngster?
I'm Henry. And as for the dice, I'm not sure about that.
Captain Barnabas. And these are my men.
Where's the rest of your company? Not counting worms, I hope.
Fuck no. I've got 24 men close by, waiting to get paid so we can finally go to war.
And where are you headed, Barnabas?
None of your fucking business. Suffice to say, there's another war brewing.
Are you trying to say the one we're in right now is over?
Don't make me laugh. Call this a war? Bollocks. 8 years ago, when we fought for Wenceslas? No, that was a meat grind if ever there was.
And not now?
No, now it's more of a... roll in the hay. But once Sigismund hires us, we'll take it up a notch.
So you're going to fight for the king?
Too bloody right. Word is King Sigismund is hiring mercenaries.
Well, it's none of my concern. But I heard Sigismund doesn't even have the money to pay for his own humans anymore. That glorious army of his is about to crumble. They don't even have any loot.
Are you serious? I did hear about some pissed-off Cumans riding out of Bohemia. That's interesting to know. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Thanks.
Trust me, you're better off getting hired elsewhere. They say Sigismund's mercenaries have been waiting an age for their first pay. And he has guards to make sure no one deserts. The fact of the matter is, you'll be forced to fight for no pay.
Holy shit. I think we'll just head somewhere else. Fuck that. Fighting for free.
I have to go now. Goodbye, Barnabas.
Good luck, friend.
Wait, Goodman! I have something for you! Fuck you, whoreson! Ah! Mercy! Leave me be!
No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for someone. His name's Mikush.
Mikush? Never heard of him.
I've been told he wears a...
Fancy hat?
Exactly.
I've seen him around here. But I don't see why I should talk to a stranger about another stranger.
I heard he comes here to play dice.
That doesn't mean I'm going to talk to you about him.
Why?
Why should I? Talking to strangers is nothing but trouble. Wouldn't you rather play a game of dice?
Here's some groschen. Now talk.
I reckon I won't convince you to play with me, will I?
I said talk.
I've known Mikush since the first moment he showed up here to play. Unsurprisingly, the bloke looked like he couldn't count to 5. I thought I'd found an easy mark. But man, was I wrong. He's a great player. And that kind of praise means something coming from me. He knows when to bet everything on the final roll.
So he won a lot.
Aye, for a while. Until his luck ran out. Then he started borrowing. One time he got so desperate, and maybe had a few too many beers, he started going on about his buried fortune in Messalus, saying he'd surely pay back anyone who lent him money. Ha!
God be with you, neighbor.
Did anyone lend him anything?
Aye, and Mikush won everything back.
And did he pay back the money he borrowed?
Of course, every last groschen. He was laughing the whole time, too.
What about that buried fortune of his? Did he ever mention it again?
The next day, he claimed he made it all up, saying he just had too much to drink. Only nobody believed him.
Did anyone seem particularly interested in his fortune? Someone who'd want it for himself, and would go after Mikush because of it?
Everyone was interested in it, but Mikush never talked about it again. Besides, that village is burned to the ground and full of rabble. Messalus is an awful mess. That rhymes!
When did you last see Mikush?
A few days ago. He was playing against that hired hand, Drat. Drat lost and didn't have enough money. They left together, and Mikush hasn't shown up since. That's pretty suspicious now that I think about it. That Drat
Now that he
looks an
thinks
odd
about it.
duck.
What do you mean, odd?
I've heard he's been
Anyone
dealing
with a
some
name like that.
bandits. You'd better have a word with him. But be careful.
Where can I find this Drat?
Somewhere in the
Drat.
village. I reckon he'll be at the farm he works at. Well, technically, because he's a big fella and looks strong, they made him into something like the village catchpole. But to tell you the truth, he's less a catchpole and more just a regular farmhand pretending to be a catchpole.
Okay.
Where can I find this Drat?
I already told you. At the farm or somewhere in the village.
I'll go have a talk with Drat then. Thanks.
Don't mention it. And if you ever fancy a game, you know where to find me. Be with you, sir.
Eventually, I'm going to try that dice game. Like, I'm going to actually look up the rules and figure out how to play seriously. Because we have nice dice and badges and all that crap, and I've been saving them. So eventually, I'm going to learn how to play and do it. All right, so off we go to talk to this fella. It looks like he's in here.
You silly doggy.
It's like I'm invisible or something. Courage!
Oh, he's through here.
A large beer for me.
Nope, he's in this thing. Drat, here he is. Looks like a mean motherfucker.
You're Drat.
Aye, that's me.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. But do it fast, I don't have all day.
Pissy fella.
Do you know a fella by the name of Mikush?
I don't know any Mikesh.
Ah, knock it off. I hear you left the tavern together. And no one has seen Mikush since.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
fella. We
yeah.
were heading in the same direction, but then went separate ways.
Oh, of
That's all I
course.
know.
That might have passed back in 1403 as as an excuse.
You certainly know something about Mikush's disappearance, and you should talk.
Should I? Why's that?
You best realise to whom you're speaking, boy. If it were of no importance, a noble such as myself would waste no time with it. So speak.
I apologise, sir. It's not my fault. It was Hanker.
Who's this Hanker woman?
Hanker's not a woman, but a man. We've known each other for years. He was a hired hand in Messalus. Certainly know what happened there. The horror. Not long ago, he came to see me. Said he was the only survivor from the entire village, but I know that wasn't true.
Because you met Mikush.
I thought he'd be quite happy that someone else got away, but he was actually quite upset about it.
What do you mean, upset?
Well, you could see it on him, all nervous-like. Seemed to me like it was rubbing him up the wrong way. That Mikush, of all people, survived.
Interesting. Did he tell you anything else?
I didn't ask him any more questions.
So, someone comes to see you, acts all odd, and you don't ask any questions? I don't believe you. You must have had a normal conversation, seeing as you're old friends. And he had to have told you something.
Well, I understood he quarrelled with Mikush and his family about some money, a family inheritance. Nothing unique there. It happens in every family, so I didn't pry any deeper. Then he said he'd like to talk to Mikush and whether I could set up a meeting.
Thanks to you, he knew Mikush frequents the tavern. So why didn't he go and find him? To talk with him?
I don't know.
Damn it! Come clean. You must have asked him the very same question. So you know the real reason. Admit it.
Hanker told me he'd joined up with some bandits, so he didn't want to show his face in the taverns. It wasn't so long ago they robbed
So we're
a
dealing with
merchant.
bandits. I love it.
reckon he was afraid someone might recognize him.
So he wanted to rob Mikush?
I really have no idea. Hanker didn't tell me. I just wanted to help out an old friend. I didn't know what he was up to. What the hell do I care about some strange fellow with a funny hat, damn it? Hanker told me to take Mikush outside the village and then he'd meet him there. But he said Mikush
You're an
couldn't know about
accomplice.
him, and he left figuring out how to do that up to me. So I played dice with Mikush. He's damn good, so I had no problem losing a few games. In no time at all, I owed him quite a few groschen.
The sneaky
I told him I
fucker.
could pay my debt immediately, but he'd have to come with me to my hiding place. He didn't blink an eye. He's
This
damn
worked back
trusted,
then.
given how things are.
You just gotta come
I
with
took
me
him a
over to
little
my
way
hiding
outside
place.
The village, told him I was going to take a piss, and then took off. And that's all. I don't know anything else.
Where did you take him? I want the exact location.
Here, just outside the village, on the way towards Missalus.
We still haven't been to Missalus. There's some parts of that map, other than Kuttenberg, we have not uncovered. He's lying
Are you
again.
trying to lie again, Drat? If he wanted to settle a family dispute with Mikush, he wouldn't have lured him outside the village for a chat. Unless you want to piss me off, you'll tell me the truth. Now.
All right, fine. It was a bit further away from the village. Actually, it was quite far.
This guy's full of shit.
Where were you supposed to take Mikush?
A crossroads by the forest, on the way to Missalus. Actually, almost right by Missalus. A little beyond the woodsman's camp. Just go straight. 2 roads intersect there. It's the only proper crossroads on the way.
This piece of shit.
What happened at the crossroads? I want the truth.
Well, as I was saying, I took Mikush there and told him I needed to take a piss. Then Hanker jumped out of the woods with some bandits. They grabbed him. He began to scream, but there was no one around to hear him.
And what did you do?
I didn't wait to find out what would happen. I ran.
What did Hanker promise you for bringing Mikush to him?
Nothing. I did it out of friendship.
Are you trying to lie again?
All right. He said he'd
All
give
this
me
guy
part
does
of
is
the
lie.
inheritance.
It was a big fucking scheme.
So Hanker wanted to get his hands on that inheritance the whole time?
I reckon so.
He felt the family owed it to him, but I don't understand why.
Family. Skeletons in the closet. You never know.
It's a very involved story.
How long have you known Hanker? Since you're such good friends.
We go back a long way. As youngsters, we'd beat the shit out of each other in the Messalus tavern. As it often goes, we ended up becoming friends over a beer, you know? But I haven't seen him since I've been working as a catchpole. Not until now, that is.
He's probably lying.
But if you were such good friends, you must know more than you're telling me.
Maybe. But it's not important.
Every detail is important.
So listen up. Hanker always had one big problem. No woman would have him.
That's
He's
a big
always
problem.
said it's because he's not rich. But he's just a hired hand. As if a hired hand can't shag. The stories I could tell.
Get to the point.
Last year, his cousin danced with him at a feast. He was like a new man. He wouldn't stop
His
talking
cousin.
about her. Vendula this,
Oh,
Vendula that.
Vendula.
As if he was in love with her. And then, all of a sudden, nothing. He never mentioned her again.
Hmm.
Where might Hanker be now?
I only know what he told me. That he ran off into the forest. And that's where he joined up with those bandits. He bragged about how they made him their captain.
I'm not wasting any more time with you. God only knows what Hanker's done to Mikush, and you're responsible for it. Be ashamed. You sold out an innocent man for a handful of groschen. Sickening.
I'm truly sorry.
But being sorry won't help. You're a snake in the grass. You deserve punishment.
Yes, he
Please,
does.
Don't tell anyone. No one can find out.
I could keep my mouth closed. But it's going to cost you something.
Here, take this. It's all I have. And don't tell a soul, please.
Nice, lad. Farewell, Drat.
You want to shoot Hey, you'll shoot someone. Stop fooling around.
How did that not fucking kill him?
Jesus!
Blood. Quite a lot of it, too. Looks like they dragged that poor wretch further. I have to find out where.
Not good. That is usually not a good sign. Was it this way?
That must be Mikush's hat. It looks like it fell off when they dragged him into the woods. I have to find out which way they took him.
Could be wrong, but I think we found our camp. At least there's a tent out here. Yep. Save Mikush so he's still alive. Alright, we gotta be careful here. You guys know how I feel about Kanan and first playthroughs. And the way it goes is the way it goes. If he dies here, he dies, bro. We don't go backwards. But we're gonna take a save your snaps in case we get killed. Like, game over. We don't want to start all the way over. We should probably try to talk to him. Oh.
He should have given him a breather, not just burned him with a red-hot knife.
Did he get out of him what he needed? He did.
He got it all right.
These aren't the main guys. This isn't his family that did set this up. It's his backup.
You can't get that fruit. Hey?
If you
Do we
value
talk?
your life, turn around and forget you saw anything.
Nothing to see here. Get out of here.
Alright, alright. I'm out of here. I'm out of
What
here.
are you doing?
You'll die like
Mikush! Damn, he's not looking great, but he's alive. I bet.
Christ. He's on his last legs.
All right, Dr. Henry time. I love this shit for some reason. I like the doctoring part. Let's inspect.
Let's have a look then. The burns look ugly, but something tells me they aren't the main problem. The stab wounds are worse. They're red at the edges, and they're hot to the touch. I think this wound is infected. We ought to do something about it. At the very least, clean and bandage it.
Okay.
Maybe a potion would help him. Something healing. That works fast. The better quality it is, the quicker he'll get better.
Marigold, Henry's Marigold, top of the line.
Maybe some herbs would help him. Medicinal ones. They help with healing. If I place them on his wounds and dress them, he could get some relief. I've seen enough. I think I know how to help him. I'll get him through this. I hope I can act fast enough.
I think we got this. Save McCoosh. Let's go.
What are we gonna do with you?
We'll just pray for him.
I should clean that wound first.
There we go. Always keep that on me now. I learned my lesson.
I'll try and flush the wound out with water.
Think you're gonna live, McCoosh. You got Dr. Henry on the case,
That
buddy.
does it. I ought to
I don't know. I don't think I have herbs. We don't
Well, I
have
won't
them.
do that now.
Do I have to get the herbs? I wouldn't even know which herbs to get.
I should bandage it for you. I'll just wrap it tight. There we are.
He'll live. He doesn't. The herbs aren't going to make him. They're good. They might help, but they're not going to break him.
I'll give you a healing potion. I'm sure it'll help.
Marigold.
This one should do the trick. Drink up.
There we go. And now for a prayer.
I'll pray for you. At least your soul will get some relief. How does it go again?
Come on, Henry. You're a good
All
Christian.
praise and glory is yours, Lord our God, for you have called us to serve you in love. Bless Mikush, so that he may bear this illness in union with your son's obedient suffering. Restore him to health, and lead him to glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen.
All right. We did what we can do.
That's all. I did all I could. I hope it's enough.
Sounding better already.
It is done. Poor wretch. He couldn't be helped.
Damn!
This will be sad news for Svatovar and Bandula. If I tell them.
Fuck! I guess I needed the, I probably needed the herbs. They were that serious that I had to get the herbs? Motherfucker. Oh, that sucks. We're not gonna rob the poor guy. Well, like I said, guys, it is what it is. Rest in peace, Taylor McCoosh. What are you gonna do? Can't win them all. Hopefully we can win the big ones, right? They're not gonna be pleased. Save them? The fuck do you mean save them? From what? Oh shit.
That's the decision your mother made. Or about
Oh
our
shit.
decision. Mikush and me were on your side.
Boy, let her go immediately.
Take another step.
It's like a
and I'll slit
Pavletta
her
too.
throat.
Damn.
Don't do it. Do you hear me? You'll be sorry.
Someone else is going to be sorry here.
For God's sake, talk to me.
Why are you sticking your nose into this?
Calm down, Hanka. Let's talk this over. We can find a reasonable solution here. Give it time. You can't deal with everything in such a hurry.
Well, I'm listening, but spit it out fast.
Let her go. We can talk this over. It's not your fault what you've done. You've gone through horrible things.
What could you know about that?
Believe me, I know. You're horribly angry and you can't control yourself. But no one else should suffer because of that. Talk to me. Peacefully.
Peacefully. All right. We'll do it your way.
Wow.
Praise be to God.
Look, I know it doesn't look good, but I was in the right. The money they hid, it belongs to me. It's my inheritance.
I don't understand. You'll have to explain it to me.
My grandfather, Old Svotosh, was rich. He worked the fields all around Mesveris. He built a beautiful house. He had many children, but only 2 daughters made it into adulthood. Svatova and my mother, Ludmila. When he was dying, he fucked my mother over and gave the house and all his money to Svatova and that.
That's her.
tailor
That's his
of
choice,
hers.
though. Yeah, exactly.
It was his property. He had the right to decide who would inherit it.
He had no fucking right.
It was his.
Hated my father. He was just your average poor commoner, but that wasn't good enough for his high and mighty self. Svatova and Mikush got married off in Kutenberg at the Church of St. Peter and Pavel. But did they invite my parents? I was still little, but I remember he treated us like dirt. And not just him. We barely had any proper food to eat. Pa had to go work in the mines at Horsham for a few groschen. He ended up trapped under rubble there.
It's rough. I see why he's upset, but
After that,
not the way he went about it.
finger to help us. Not Svatova, not Mikush, no one.
Mikush died because of you, you arse.
Yeah.
Don't you realise what you've done?
I didn't want to hurt them, but he didn't want to tell me anything. And when I left the camp, he was still alive.
That's all just a load of bollocks. You have committed a terrible crime against your own family. You have blood on your hands.
Didn't want to do it.
You were about to kill her.
Really, I didn't.
You were attracted to Vendula. You danced with her at the feast, and afterwards, you couldn't stop talking about her.
How do you know that? That's not true.
Don't lie.
Don't bullshit Henry.
Drat told me.
And
She was
Drat's
kind
dead.
to you, and you slit her throat.
She was just leading me on. Everyone's just leading me
He
on.
didn't slit her throat. She's inside, Henry.
Enough talk.
Yeah, fuck
Don't
this
try
guy.
putting the blame on your lackeys. You and you alone are responsible for Mikush's death. I won't just leave things be. You'll pay for your crimes.
We'll see who will pay.
Ooh. Oh. Fucker. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Get him, boy. Fuckers. Oh, that was a great quest, bro. That was a great fucking quest. We couldn't save Mikush, but at least we saved them.
Henry will take care of them.
There's so many of them.
Don't
I'll take
worry.
care of them.
He'll handle it.
It's like Pavlena and Bozea. I can never say her name right. It's like the sequel. to that one, and it turned out pretty much the same way for us. Like that one, we didn't have the best ending. They didn't get to move back, but they lived,
It's all right.
and they're gonna live here
Everything's
too,
all
even
right.
though the dad didn't live.
Nearly took my...
Easy. Easy, Vendula.
It's all over.
You both all right?
My sweet Vendula. Did he hurt you?
I'm all right, Ma.
Thank God. Thanks for the rescue, Henry. And what about my husband? Did you find him?
Bad news.
I did. I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
My God.
I'm sorry. They tortured him, and Mikush... oh, he wasn't in good shape.
Hunker, that bastard. I hope he'll pay for all his crimes.
He's paid for his crimes. He won't hurt anyone ever again.
Some weeds just have to be pulled out before it's too late, as Ma used to say.
Exactly. A life for a life.
Henry,
Kinda agree.
please leave us alone for a bit.
Pa. No.
We have to calm down. After all we've been through.
Yeah, I imagine. That's understandable. Let's leave them be. They're gonna want me to take care of these. I'm sure I'm gonna have to bury them. I wish you could talk. Oh, you can't. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't talk from this angle. It makes more sense, I think, with them sitting.
You all right? Did he hurt you?
I'm alive. But Pa wasn't so lucky. In any case, thanks for the rescue. Who knows what Hanker is capable of? We don't have to worry about him anymore.
What's the story with your inheritance?
I didn't know anything about what Hanker was so angry about. Nothing about any disinheritance or quarrels. Or do you mean how Ma buried it? Aye, I saw her taking everything of value from the house and loading it onto a handcart. But honestly, I just thought it was another of her whims. But I couldn't have been more wrong.
Was Hanker entitled to the inheritance?
Who knows? He was always just a strange cousin to me. We'd greet each other, but that's all. I never could have expected what someone like him is capable of. When he goes mad.
What about that one time you danced with Hanker?
What about it?
I hear he sort of fell for you after that.
That's not true. And if it was, what do I care?
I think that by dancing with him, you were making fun of him. Isn't that right?
Making fun of him? Why would I do that?
Because you wanted to put on a show for your friends from the village. Because you knew Hanker's not right in the head, so you did it on purpose. And you nearly paid for it with your life and the lives of your family.
Aye. The girls kept tagging me on to do it. To
Damn,
ask
it's
the
true.
ugliest bloke there to dance.
So it was just a stupid
fucked up.
dare.
If only I'd known I was only adding fuel to the fire. My God.
That's kind of crazy, bro. You gotta be careful with that girl. Let's go see the old lady. I'm guessing she's gonna tell us to bury those.
I'm back. What did you want to talk with me about?
I'm sorry we sent you away at first. But Mikush... Poor Mikush. We've been left all alone.
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do
Give her
for
some
you?
groschen,
As you
Henry.
might have figured out, everything that happened was all because of
Well,
our
they have
inheritance,
money.
which I hid from the soldiers in Merciless. I understand you've done everything you can for us, but I wanted to ask if you could go and get it for us. You're a strong, capable
they don't
man,
have it.
and you don't scare easy, and it'll be worth your efforts. Trust me.
I have to help him out, of course.
All right, I'll look for it. But you'll have to tell me where I'll find it.
Listen, I'll tell you everything. My memory's not as good as it once was. Our house is the third one on the right when you follow the main road towards Visoka. Anyone entering the village goes by our house. Must have been about 2 days before the tragedy. The neighbor boy ran over and started yelling about how something was coming. that he'd heard it from the patrol on the road. No one believed him, not even his pa. After all, why would soldiers attack a monastery village, one far from their camp? It didn't make any sense. That night, though, I had a strange dream. I tried to put out a fire, but the more water I poured on it, the bigger the flames got. So I decided to hide all our valuables. Only I couldn't do it during the day. I was worried someone would see me. I put all of it in a chest, loaded it onto a handcart, and waited till nightfall.
Did you believe your dream?
Dreams are gifts from God. They can tell the future. Don't you know that? But
I actually believe that,
when
100%.
night fell, I snuck out the back of our house with a handcart, making my way through the hole in the fence next to the compost heap. Mikush was supposed to fix that hole a long time ago, but as good as he is with a needle and thread, well, when it comes to other work, you can forget about it. At least it made things easier for me. First, I headed right. Then I turned left, up the path, around the neighbor's barn. It's outside his fence. I had to stop there, because the neighbor's little brat was still awake and wandering around. Fortunately, he didn't see me. So I kept going past a low wall where two paths cross. There, I went left. Once I was safely out of the village, a dog started barking at me, so I had to pick up the pace. Instead of turning right down the path, I went straight into the field there. That handcart was damned heavy, and it was rough going off the path. I crossed the field, making it to the woods, but the wheel got stuck there. I couldn't go any further, and it was pitch black. I lit a lantern and dug a pit to fit that chest. Took me forever. When I was done, I could barely walk straight. The sun was coming up. I left the handcart and shovel there and went back the way I came. I hope those directions are good enough for you to find it.
Why did you do all that work yourself? Why didn't your husband help?
The fewer people know about it, the better. I didn't want to leave anything to chance.
That's all I need. I'll go and find your inheritance. What's the story with your inheritance?
My father, Old Man Svatos, was quite wealthy, at least compared to the rest of the village. You see, he worked all fields and farms around here. He had 9 children, but only me and my younger sister Ludmilla made it into adulthood. And then, when he died, he left everything to me. He wanted to be sure, because with Ludmilla, he was worried she'd blow through all of it.
Why did your father disinherit Ludmilla?
She was quite flighty. She liked to have a good time, if you know what I mean. She was never without a man. Then,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
she
with
brought
that.
this
Leave her
hired
be.
hand in. Vanosh was his name. She had to marry him.
I feel like that probably happened a lot back in those days.
Svatos threw her out of the house without a second thought, heartlessly. And he never mentioned her again.
Why didn't you help Ludmilla then? Hanka said you didn't care about them. That you left them to starve to death.
That's not true. I offered to help her. I found her a job, but it was in vain. She was mad. Sometimes something came over her, like she was possessed. It was frightening, and it got worse and worse. It seems Hanka has inherited it from her. Those aren't the kind of people you let live in your house.
How did Svatos become so wealthy?
He was a good farmer. When he was young, he worked on a big farm somewhere near Colleen and worked his way up from the bottom to become the custodian. But it's no coincidence he ended up in Mezeles. He was close with the old custodian of the Sedlets monastery. They were friends. Sometimes you've just got to meet good fortune halfway.
What did he do with such a large inheritance?
What do you think? I took care of it the way Pa wanted, so our Groshen didn't just roll away from us. So our Vendula would have a good life, a good dowry, and a good husband, like my poor Mikush was.
Why didn't you help Hanka at least? He lost his father after he got hurt in the mines. He must have been desperate.
Vanosh! A miner? Where did you hear that? He never stepped foot out of the village. He drank so much, he lost his job, and then fell off a cliff at Simperk. He was a common swindler, and he was delusional, just like his lunatic mother.
I'd like to know more about Messales.
Those are sad memories.
You know, I've been through something similar. Sigismund's army burned down my hometown. Skalitz.
My lord! Thank God you managed to save yourself.
Unfortunately, very few of us were so lucky. My ma and pa stayed behind.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What would you like to know, Henry?
I know reliving it isn't easy, but I'd be interested to know how the attack unfolded.
Like I said, we were prepared for it, unlike the others. The soldiers came from the main road. First the horsemen. They cut down anyone who stood in their way. Then came the first flaming arrows, and the roost began to burn. The horsemen then stormed the farm, and that's all I saw. May God save the souls of those innocent people.
You said you were prepared, so someone warned you?
I already told you, Henry. A few days earlier, the neighbor boy was shouting about how he had heard something was going to happen. And then, I had the strange dream. So I decided to get ready, just in case.
Did you know where you'd flee to?
Aye, I did. I remember this old hut by Billiny. A long time ago, the Lord's huntsman and his family lived there. When the forest fell under the ownership of the monastery, he had to move out. It was empty for years, and now it's our home.
What was Mestales like before all this? Was it a big village?
I wouldn't call it big. Maybe back in my father's day, but not in recent years. As more and more silver started coming out of the mines, people moved to work in Kuttenberg. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nobody left to work in the fields soon. But what can you do? That's a question for the custodian. And there's no reason to ask now anyway.
Was there anything peculiar about Mestales?
What do you mean?
Well, something worth looking for, I mean. Something the soldiers might have wanted.
They didn't attack us for our buried inheritance, that's for sure. They came for food and plunder. Though, on second thought, I heard something about a mysterious cave that's supposedly beneath Mezzoles. But I reckon that's just an old wives' tale.
What are you gonna do now?
I hope that inheritance brings us back the happiness we've lost. I hope our suffering ends soon, and we'll see better days again.
I'm going for the inheritance. I hope it's still there.
I'm sure it is. No one would ever think to look where it's hidden. Me and Bendulo will wait for you here.
Damn, she's a talker. That's good though. Even the basic stories in this, the dialogue, is still pretty good and interesting. So now we're gonna go try to find her inheritance. I thought this was over with, but apparently we are still going.
You alright? Did he hurt you?
I'm alive. But Pa wasn't so lucky.
We just had this conversation,
thanks for the
didn't we?
rescue. Who knows what Hanker is capable of? We don't have to worry about him anymore.
We sure don't.
Svatova sent me for your inheritance.
She finally came to her senses. I told her I'd go there myself. We could have had money and left this hut behind long ago. But she
She don't
doesn't
like it
trust
here.
me and is always so worried about me, as if I was a little girl. And where did her fearfulness lead us? Pa is gone. Forever.
I'm going to get your inheritance.
Good luck. Maybe then Ma will finally wisen up and we'll leave this place.
If Ma doesn't leave, she's gonna leave without her, eventually, for sure. Alright, where are we headed? Not far, but it's in Messales, so this has probably been clouding that. What is it now? A burnt down city, I imagine. Alright, let's go there, see what it looks like, and try to find this inheritance. It's pretty crazy, you know, to see a burnt down village. Pretty tragic. There's something about things like this that they're intriguing, you know? Take that 4 groschen like we really need it. It's like people who go to see, you know, dead malls, places that just deteriorated. Think about all the great times people might have had here at one time. Well, that's no more. Oh shit, look at this. It's fucked up. Damn. They burnt everything. What the fuck? Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. What are you doing here, bro? For real? Oh, how did I not block that? Fucker. There we go. That's all we needed. He was good defensiveman, but...
Lords are playing soldiers, and it's the ordinary folks that suffer.
Yep.
Just like in Scarlet's.
Where'd that fucker go? Is he gonna get away? I think we lost him. Bastard. Who the hell did he think he was? What's he doing? Just hanging out? What's he guarding, bro? Just admiring his handiwork from a couple months ago or something? Look at this shit. That was a Cuban died here. We don't pick up much anymore. I'll look for something like this is borderline 300 groschen. You know you're gonna get like 50 groschen for it or something. But we've gotten a lot pickier. Yeah, I just wanted to take a look at this before we look for the treasure, you know? See all the burnt down. What used to be, what's it called? Messalus? Didn't look like it was huge, but definitely a decent amount of people here at one time. Well, rest in peace to this place. Sorry we never got to see you. Looks like it's in here. Mutt's growling at something. There's something in here he's not excited about. It's probably in there, bro. Oh, here we go. We're not gonna... Should we try reasoning with it? Take off. Scared me there for a minute, boy. Alright, I'm gonna look for it for a little bit. See if I can find it. I think we figured it out. Sounds like our doggo figured it out too. Where's the hand cart? So she took it out of the village, into the woods. Or out of what was once the village. Oh, sounds like old Mutt might have found it.
What's that you got?
Oh, what a good boy.
You silly mutt. Look what I have for you.
Dried horse meat, that's all we eat, me and my buddy. Alright, this is it for sure. Pretty obvious. Now, how do we dig for it? I already had a spade, but thanks for leaving one for me. Dig. Mostly painless to find it. Oh boy, I hope there's a lot in there. I hope nobody took it. Did we get it already? Did we take it? Are we good? Open. 500 groschen? I could have gave you 1,000. And some rare fabrics. Alright, I'll take it all for you. Let's go give her family inheritance. Alright, guess we're gonna wrap this mission up. Could have turned out worse, you know, the old man died. I thought we did okay. Kind of BS, but we'll live with it. But at least they lived.
Christ, what a day that was.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Got some light out here.
Oh, you reek. You ought to be ashamed walking around smelling like that.
Wow, after all I did for you, and I literally just did this because of you. She's kind of a nasty lady, if we're being honest. When we were getting to know her and talking to her, I don't think she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with, to be honest with you.
I was in Messeles and followed your instructions.
And did you find it?
You could lie. Sorry.
I did. The chest was buried by the forest, next to the handcart. Exactly where you said it would be.
Praise the Lord. Vendula, Henry found our inheritance.
Really? Finally, some good news.
Let's see it then.
Here's everything that was there.
Fabric, Groshen, and our ancestor. That's everything I buried. Thanks, Henry. Here's something for your efforts.
We might get a pretty groschen for this fabric. Pa said it's very rare stuff.
I'm sure he could have put it to better use. But what can you do? That's life. The main thing is we have our ancestor back. I hope he'll bring back some good fortune to us. Especially you, Vendula. For the future.
I don't think there's a bright future ahead of me in this forest.
We're not staying here. We'll go
There
to
you go.
Colleen to be with my family. I hope they'll take us in.
Colleen.
Nice.
Finally.
Let's
There we
not
go.
waste time. Who knows what the road has in store for us. Farewell, Henry. And thank you for everything.
Good luck in Colleen. Damn, I didn't think they would take off that soon, but... Alright, bye-bye. I guess we got a spot out in the middle of the forest we can always go to. They're off immediately. They're not even waiting. Alright, wish you ladies the best of luck. And that's it for this episode. See you next time.